My voice went from this to this within 5.5 years. Angelic boy, angelic boy, share your voice. Hello, I'm Vincent 2.0. I'm a trans guy and multi-passionate artist, and I am from Sweden but currently live in Berlin, or like move around a little. And I like to sing, write, and produce my own music. I also like to paint in different mediums, and yeah, I use visual art, performance art in general. Okay, yeah, so that's a little bit about me. Let's get into the video. Let's start from the beginning. It was 2020, the beginning of the pandemic. I took tea for 1 month. And for once, I'm so excited about living life, living as my authentic self. And then we all went into lockdown. Which in hindsight, I'm very happy about, because this is like a very vulnerable position to be in. Be like 22, 23 years old and sound like a teenage boy with a cracking voice. It's like a little bit embarrassing, or that's how I felt at least, because I'm an adult and I sound like I am 14. I kind of felt like it too, to be honest. Hello, Editing Vincent here. I just wanted to say that I don't think this is something that we should feel embarrassed about. I wish we could normalize going through a second puberty at any age, at any stage of our lives. But this is just my experience and how I felt at the time, so I just wanted to make that clear. 1.5 months in, my voice started cracking. Subverts masculinity, showed that it can be something beautiful and not only something toxic. And I was studying songwriting at the time, which means I kind of had to be able to sing. And in the end, I really wasn't able to sing. I actually kind of went through some kind of existential crisis during this time, because I was really identifying as a singer. Like, that's how I felt I got my worth, my value as a human being, was being a singer. And when I couldn't sing anymore, I was like, well, who am I if I'm not a singer? Do I have any worth if I'm not a singer? And it was a difficult process, but a very, very important one, I think, because that meant I have to find my inherent value within myself, just as I am, and not put my value on what I'm able to do or perform or produce, which I think, our value shouldn't be based on those things anyways. Easier said than done, but I had to really find this value within myself, and I think I managed eventually. And I realized I'm so much more than just a singer. I'm a multifaceted being with so many aspects to me. Very important lesson, and I'm happy that it happened. I'm also very happy that it's in the past now. During the first 6 months. Hello, I'm Vincent, and this is my voice. 6 months on testosterone. I was still trying to sing, but it sounded pretty fucking horrible. Let me show you some videos showcasing how my voice changed throughout these months and these years. Morning will come, but I'll do what's right. Just give me 10 to give up this fight. My wings are made of plastic. 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 But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you. I know you mean well, but I'm serious when I tell you to break out of it. Laughing at my arguments and make them less relevant. I'm sorry, but it's true, I got a role model. I do everything not done into. I'm sorry, but it's true, I got a role model. I do everything lips are chapped and faded. Call my Aunt Marie. Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors. Hello, I'm Vincent 2.0, and now I'm 4 years on testosterone. I'm so extremely happy and grateful about how far I've come. Okay, so yeah, during this time I decided to make a TikTok account. Swinging in the backyard, pull up in a fast car, whistling my name. Purely for learning how to sing again and like showing the process. And I was really scared to do this because I knew I was so off sometimes and it was far from perfect. But that was also the point, to allow myself to be vulnerable and to show the process, not only the finished product, because I never would have dared to like put myself out there otherwise. And how would people also know my progress otherwise, you know? If they only see the finished product, they don't see the struggle I went through and like the whole like journey I went through.
The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
I don't know, I felt it was like important to challenge myself, to dare to be seen in my imperfect states. And I learned a lot from it, and I'm still a little bit scared, but hey, I'm getting there, I'm getting better. So that's wonderful. And I would say now at the 5-year mark, I kind of feel like my voice has stabilized even more. First to see and relief on my identity, detached from the machine. Now it's not yet too late, I will keep up my faith and I'll spread my wings. I think before I sounded more like a teenager, you know? And now I feel like the sound is just like more embodied, more deep, more rich, which I really enjoy. I would say the last few years, I've also been doing a lot of things that isn't helping my voice recover, that isn't helping me to get back into a nice place with singing. So I actually really want to dedicate time now moving forward, practicing and rehearsing and seeing where I can take my voice, because I am making music, I'm writing and producing, and I'm singing. But right now, my vocals aren't where I want them to be, so you can expect videos of me trying different programs to like get into singing again and see how fast I can make some progress. I think maybe that could be interesting. That's anyways what I want to do, so you know, why not share the process like I said earlier. That was all for me for now, so bye bye. XOXO, your loving Vincent 2.0.